Now, as we continue to shine the spotlight on the legacy of the late Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi as we edge towards Friday, which will be the day of his final burial, two issues, it is said, still troubled him and remain unresolved. And one of those is the ongoing dispute within the AmaZulu royal family, and the second being a lack of reconciliation between the iNCA Freedom Party and the African National Congress.
Well, his son has spoken out, telling us here at eNCA that his father died, lamenting those two very issues. Well, reporting on that for us is eNCA's senior reporter, Siphamandla Goge.
United in grief, members of a divided AmaZulu royal family put aside their divisions to pay their last respects to their fallen traditional prime minister. For those who have known and worked with Shenge for years within the royal family, his departure is too much to bear.
Bekuyinkosi ehlukileyo ebantwini, izinto zonke abeyikhuluma emhlabeni abantu bajayela ukukhuluma into ezojabulisa umuntu ukhathe ezomthanda, yena bekhuluma iqiniso noma lizoba buhlungu emakuyilo. Ubengakuthandi yena ukuthandwa ukukhuluma amanga, akazange KwaPhindangene esihlangene ngaye namhlanje ezalwa intombi yenkosi yasoSuthu. Khulumela umhlaba njengoyise iqhawe futhi njengoyisemkhulu.
The source of divisions within the royal family is the lucrative, powerful throne currently occupied by King Mangosuthu Buthelezi. Some royal family members differed with the late Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, who was seen as the engine of King Mangosuthu's camp. Another side of the royal family prefers Prince Simagade to take over the throne, while others support Prince Buzabazi.
Ubelimela iqiniso umntwana KwaPhindangene ngisho kithi phakathi eNdlunkulu athi cha lokhu ke akuseyika kuyikho okuyolunga ekuba kukhulunywa iqiniso. Umntwana ubengasuka eqinisweni noma ubungathini noma ubungathini, umntwana ubengaphuma eqinisweni. Ngikhuluma uhambe nje umntwana kunazi indaba ezikhulunywa ngamaqiniso okufanele ukuthi ikhulunywe ziqondiswe ngokweqiniso. Njengoba sikhuluma nje namanje sithi uma sikhalelana ishi indodana yakho umntwana ukuthi emhlabeni uhambe nesilonda samaphuzu amabili okuzodinga ukuthi akhulunywe angayekwa lawo maphuzu.
Traditional leaders from across the province also paid their respects and promised to honor Shenge. Provincial authorities say Buthelezi fought for the institution of traditional leadership.
Well, I remember him as a very principled leader, as a leader who respected whether you are young or you are old. He respected me in a manner that I can't even describe. He would give me advice. He would be able to know, even as I was dealing with the issues of Amakosi, very complex matters sometimes, and he will freely be able to give me, some advice without imposing himself or without showing that perhaps he is senior.
Some have described the late prince as an incorruptible leader who focused on servant leadership.
When he led KwaZulu government, we have never had even a single instance of a single cent which was stolen. There was no corruption in his government, hence the infrastructural development that you'll see in the province of KwaZulu-Natal.
Those who shared political space with Shenge say he was a visionary leader.
So his wisdom in parliament, his timely interventions, his contribution to debates, his stint as the Minister of Home Affairs for 10 years, if only the majority party had listened to him then about immigration and border control and things like that, I think we would have been in a better place. But we've learnt a lot from him, and we will have to take his message forward as part of his legacy.
The president of the IFP has defended Buthelezi's legacy amid criticism that he was on the wrong side of history during the struggle for liberation.
All political parties were agreeing that indeed Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi is a statesman and he stood for what is right during the difficult days of apartheid. And people start now to say, even people like Madiba, they confess that it is a greater role that was played by Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi for him to be released and for the political parties who were outside the country to be allowed to come back the country.
But the Prince of KwaPhindangene passed on a troubled man, pained and hurt by the two things he deeply loved and served dearly, related to politics and the AmaZulu royal family squabbles.
Those troubled him deeply, deeply. I think those two you've mentioned now, the royal family, it's been a very difficult journey, especially because the very royal family he was trying to help, there was a segment of them who were just malicious to him and he said, you know, I've done this position, I've been in this position of Prime Minister for so many years, depending on my own resources up to now, and then this is the thanks I get instead of the support. The one number of the ANC and the IFP, I'm very pleased to give me this opportunity, because some of the things, even if he shared them, it gives us an opportunity, those of us who have experienced them and he expressed them too, to actually share with the nation. My father was deeply, deeply hurt and upset by this whole thing of the ANC, because for years now he's been saying, brothers and sisters, please let us forget the past. Let us just, now reconcile. And he made efforts. He didn't just say it. He made many, many efforts to do it.
On the ANC and IFP reconciliation, Dr. Zweli Mkhize, who was one of those working for peace between the two parties, says not all is lost.
We were hoping going forward that the ANC and the IFP will take on the issue of reconciliation. It's important for the alleviation of poverty. It's important for eradication of unemployment and all the challenges that our people face. We need to unite. We need people to work together, and this is the legacy that we need to work on in memory of Umntwana.
Memorial services to honor the late IFP founder are planned for Durban and Johannesburg, with the main one set for Ulundi on Wednesday. Siphamandla Goge, Mlahlabathini, Ulundi.